The first barrier that we faced was access to funding. Before I applied for SBCCI, we were really struggling. So it was such a blessing, to get access to those grants.
Number one was money. Everything about our services to the communities comes down to money. So we need to support ourselves. And then number two was building the capacity. So we were unable to function and able to get people to work with us.
We got pushed back. It took longer to get that support to be able to advocate for the family. So, and then just, high demand from community, referrals for specific support.
Lack of funding is one of the barriers, lack of resources for the staff, the space, honorarium for the volunteers. We were clueless, we didn't know in terms of mentorship or guidance.
Most application process are overly complicated, and yours was the first one that I was involved with that was quite accessible.
Some of the lessons we learned is there is need for us to work together, and it comes from the funds we got. For instance, the first funding we got from Tropicana was to build capacity and also to hire board of directors and train them.
We've been able to, get equipment. We've been able to buy food, clothing, hygiene items for the homeless community we serve. So it's definitely been a blessing.
It was definitely a great experience to get a stronger board in place. So recruiting the board members and find and pay consultants, people from community that I've known for a long time.
I think there's always room for improvement in anything you do. When it has to do with the money or the support we get from the SBCCI, we needed a little more money to help us, because had we gotten a little more, we would have done better than where we are. So looking at the program and finding the needs each organization has will be imperative in the process of sharing the money.
We didn't know maybe if there's any grant coming up, what we could apply to, and I think it's been rectified. So I know you're launching a new platform called BNFIN. I feel BNFIN would be a great platform because we can be able to know upcoming grants, things that we should be applying for.
We do need resources that will give us the flexibility to be able to look at the various aspects of their need and see how we can intervene.
Have a better relationship with the organizations, maybe the funders to hire or to have someone that can explain to the grassroots how to write the bylaws, how to become a grassroots, what are the challenges that you would be facing as a grassroots, what are some of the needs, or maybe even invite like a previous grassroots that went through the challenges.
So one thing I've realized that we've definitely got better is, taking the data of, for example, the amount of people that were impacting their life, the sex, obviously the race of the people that were also impacting their lives. So that's been one of the best practices.
The things that we learn is community consultation, grants process punctuality, time management, accuracy of spending the funds.
What we learned, I would say for sure, engaging the board in all the processes.
Consistency and growth, we will continue to do well because there is a structure in place, and that structure is needed, and that accountability is very important for us to work with as an organization, because as I said before, we are in an environment where people we are treated from that point of distrust, and we got to prove that we are able and that we can do it.
Thank you.